me so long to get here, but hey, I am here. All right. So, you know what? There is a huge conversation about being in like this almost limbo type of energy where people are feeling low vibrational or mid vibrational energy and they don't know what to do with it. And I felt like this was very interesting because why are so many people feeling on the verge, right? So they're in the middle where they feel like they can cross a threshold, a spiritual threshold, a personal development threshold, whatever, but they also feel stuck at the same time. And this is a big deal, especially when we're talking about a transformative and powerful, life changing steps to take in order to elevate your life, because when you feel like you can't quite step into something and you have no momentum, or you feel like everybody's in the same energy, now we're talking about the collective consciousness, and this is a real big deal, because every time you suppress or ignore or avoid certain things, especially like your emotions, we need to tap into that. So at first I was going to come on here and talk about your blessings, which I am, but I'm going to also connect your blessings ahead with how you're feeling in this mid vibration energy. And a lot of people are feeling it. It's not just me, it's not just you. It's a collective mid level energy feeling. And I'm trying to tell you, it's so powerful that it's a way that it's almost holding you down. It's actually holding you down. Tap in. We're not even going to mince words here. It's holding you down. And I know a lot of my power players, a lot of my CEOs, they try to navigate through this high level mid. It's high level energy because it is so profound, but it's also mid energy because you don't know which way to go. Do you want to stay stuck or do you want to move forward? And a lot of people are not understanding exactly what they can do with this energy, how they can use it to their powers, and how they can stack their blessings into this energy if they just move with it. So let's talk about the truth about this mid vibration, which can lead to low vibration energy or high vibration. Low vibration is not your enemy, friend. Tap in. I said it. And we're going to say it again. Low vibration is not your enemy. As a matter of fact, I think that people have oftentimes, here comes some divine wisdom. I feel like people oftentimes have criminalized low vibration because it is associated with anger and grief and frustration and sadness. And those are real emotions. They're not inherently bad if you feel those things, if you're going through those situations that cause those emotions. And I hate, truly, hate the fact that people have criminalized and made it seem like you're not supposed to be angry, like you're not supposed to have emotions or grieve or be frustrated. And to say like that is low vibrational and it's a bad thing is shaming. I don't like that. Hey, I don't like when people shame emotions like that. I don't like when people try to attempt to make you navigate through treacherous times simply because they think that you expressing your emotions is low vibration. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So, welcome to that. So, if you want to raise your vibration, that doesn't mean you have to be happy all the time. That's total crap. That's complete crap. This is feeling so good right now. And the Knight of Swords coming through saying that if you're happy all the time, that means that your high vibration is wild to me. High vibration does not mean you are in the same state at all times. What it means is that even in your mid to low vibe energy, you're still able to connect with your emotions, even if they are angry or frustrating or just grief, whatever it is, sadness, you're able to recognize that that's where you are. Recognizing and naming low vibrational energy and vibes is very high vibrational and it's very mature. It's vibrationally mature. Tap into that. We're going to put that on the word list. Vibrationally mature. Okay. because it takes a lot for people to open up their mouths and say, I'm not feeling it right now. I don't know which way I want to go. I don't know what I want to say. I don't know what I want to do. And allow me a moment to figure it out so I don't just spaz on you. Tap in. That takes a lot. And the Knight of Swords completely represents that in a way by saying, like, I can think this through. I can still take action on what's in front of me or what I need to while not spazzing on everybody else around me. And if somebody comes into my flow while I'm figuring these things out after I've made things clear, then guess what? I got something to say about that. And the Knight of Swords also comes in and talks about a lot that even though somebody might see something as bad, this is their judgment towards you. Just because they see something as bad for you, it does not mean there is no growth there. Tap in. Low vibration, mid vibration does not mean that there is no growth happening. That's not what it means. And I just want to shift the conversation a lot, because a lot of you are feeling very mid right now. You're saying, I am on the verge of something, but I also feel stuck. That's okay. The Knight of Swords is telling you, like, yes, you feel stuck right now, but let's pull it apart and let's find out exactly where you need to move in order to get forward. And I just really love, like, who else? And you know what's crazy? The divine wisdom came out with the Knight of Swords. That's actually pretty wild, because now we know that this isn't just in your head. This isn't just in front of you. This is divine energy that's coming your way. So you're at a precipice of movement. And I feel like at this point, you might be psyching yourself out. Tap in. You might actually be psyching yourself out. The Two of Swords comes through with the Knight of Swords. So you know what you have to do. You know where to move. You know what you know what must happen. But yet you're still contemplating, like, okay, should I step into this new level of me, or should I stay somewhere that's comfortable? And for a lot of people, it sounds easy to just say, well, I'm going to move forward. But the reality is that people live complex lives. The reality is that people have complex relationships, jobs, money situations, and not everything can be moved immediately. And I'm telling you, that's okay. Nothing has to move immediately, but your mindset should move. You should start understanding exactly why you want to stay in something that is comfortable instead of trying to move just slightly to something that's going to have a bigger payoff in the end, but might be more uncomfortable because it's new to you. That is the mid energy that we must talk about, Fran. And I want you to gather yourself while you're in this sword energy and understand that this conversation is divine led. Like, you didn't just get here for no reason, Fran. Like, you tapped in because you also feel mid. Okay, I want to make sure my microphone was on. Because you also feel mid. Ooh, that's amazing. That is so refreshing. Tap into that. So, understanding how low vibrational emotions aren't bad is one of the first steps to taking the stepping stone to your blessings. Because once you put a name to it, once you recognize that this is happening, you're able to come up with a game plan for yourself. And this is something I help my clients do when they are in situations that are high level, high pressure, and they feel like they can't move anywhere. They don't know where to go. We have to take a moment to unpack and look at everything that's happening right then and there. So creating energetic heaviness is one of the ways. Look, Nine of Pentacles coming up. As soon as I say energetic heaviness and helping people create a strategy in order to move through these low vibrational, in quotes, low vibrational emotions, once we come up with a game plan, that is when you step into the threshold. Tap in. That is where you go next level. That is where you learn to move with them. That's where you learn that those low vibrational emotions do not control you. Anger doesn't control you. Sadness doesn't control you. Grief does not control you. These are your lived experiences. Period. These are your lived experiences. And to say that you are operating in low frequency because you are having a lived experience that isn't happy go lucky is, quite frankly, to me, bullshit. It is. And it is just another way for society to lessen your strength and to tell you that you are not worthy of receiving blessings because you're low vibrational. Like, girl, it's a difference between wickedness and demon energy and being in a season of mid or low vibration because of you working through some major, major transformations and energies. Tap into that. So the truth is that processing your lows is how you make space for your highs. Tap into that. And the Nine of Pentacles coming in after the Two of Swords shows me that you are ready to make that move, but don't rush yourself. Don't rush yourself. That's another thing. Like, this world tells you that you have to move so fast in order to get these results. And the fact of the matter is no, you don't. No, you don't. Who said that you have to move fast? And the other thing I want to talk about truly is the fact that when you suppress your emotions instead of dealing with them, you're holding on to it. You are holding on to that energy and it feels absolutely terrible. You have got to understand that suppression equals storage. Let me say that again. Tap in. Suppression equals storage. So if you are feeling this onslaught of mid vibrational energy or low vibrational energy, that is you holding on to these types of anger, grief, sadness, frustration. That's you holding on to it and not moving through it. And moving through it takes time, friend. I know it takes time. It takes therapy. It takes conversation. It can take people years to start moving through, especially deep traumatic situations like this. So, friend, tap into what I'm saying to you. Tap into anger. I was about to say tap into anger. You know what? Yes, I didn't just say that. Tap into your anger. Tap into your anger. Ooh, two cards flying out. Look, Tower and the Six of Pentacles. Yes, take a step back and recognize where you are angry. Recognize what needs to be dismantled, friend. Recognize what needs to be brought to the forefront so that you can fix it. Tap in. Tap in. I love that I said that. Yes, tap into your anger. You have a right to be angry. I cannot stand when somebody tells you you don't have a right to your emotions. Yes, you do. Now, you don't have a right to lash out on other people. You don't have a right to harm other people. But yes, you do have a right to your emotions. However, if those emotions become unexplainable, you feel exhausted for no reason, or you keep repeating the same emotional patterns, it's time for you to completely go tower moment. It's time for you to dismantle exactly why you feel this way, how you feel this way, and what you need to do to move forward. It is not always easy. I will never tell you that it is, but I will tell you that it's possible. And I will tell you that if you're willing to put in the work, so am I. Tap into that. Tap into that. The Six of Pentacles coming out next to the Tower with the Ten of Cups on the bottom already lets me know that when you go through this process of tapping into your energy and saying, yes, I'm freaking angry. Yes, I was done wrong. Yes, somebody slighted me. Yes, somebody stole from me. Yes, somebody did terrible things to me. I have a right to be in this energy because of what happened. But you also have a right to process that and move forward, friend. And I see that with the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. And this is not far off. I think the mindset shift is happening right now. I think many of you tap in. Many of you are saying, I am tired of continuously going through tower moments time after time again because I am so angry. And God, I don't know how to let it go. Help me. Tap in. That's what I'm hearing from y'all. You tired of going through this pain. You tired of crying. You tired of fighting. You tired of being triggered every time somebody says something to you. Tired of acting like you tired of feeling like everybody is attacking you. Everybody is not attacking you, friend. I'm not attacking you. I'm telling you straight up that this is the proper opportunity in this mid energy, this mid frequency. This is the opportunity to address exactly what's going on so that you don't feel like you're on the verge and it feels like you can move forward. Tap in. Ten of Cups coming out is absolutely phenomenal. I really like this energy that's shaping up. We started out with mid, and now we're going to something that is saying like there's a release opportunity here. There's a release therapy happening. Wow. Let's go a little bit deeper, because one of the things that happens with this mid frequency or these emotions is that the more you pack them, the more you suppress them, the more it has a physical and emotional, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Impact on your life. Tap into that. I don't know what's going outside with all the noise, but it don't matter. It don't stop our flow. The moon card coming out. So look, let's take a look right now. It is absolutely telling you that there is not a fear. Maybe this is fear, or perhaps it is you holding back you, because you don't want that innocent, vulnerable version of yourself to be exposed anymore. I feel that. I feel the chronic stress. I feel the tension. I feel the emotional outbursts that come out of nowhere. And a part of that is because you're being mean to yourself. You're being mean to yourself, friend. Tap in. So if you have this constant feeling of heaviness with the moon card, whoo, that moon card is something else, because it's completely unpacking, opening up what is going to lead you, bridge you to this Ten of Cups. In order to get to this Ten of Cups, friend, you have got to go through your own emotions. And then pairing it up on the other side with the Seven of Pentacles, this is where you start planting the seeds for yourself. Tap in, friend. This is where you start planting the seeds for yourself, and you start studying you. You start implanting the ideas, the fruitfulness. What do you want to know about yourself? What do you want to happen? What do you desire? What is necessary? This is where you pick up books to start reading. You start having higher level conversations. You start researching about going through emotional turmoil, about going through your trauma. This is where you find your therapy. Like, this is the time of self-study. This is the time you get into your prayers, into your spirituality. And if you are religious, this is the time to tap into your religion as well, friend. Tap in. I'm trying to tell you, this movement through this mid energy, I'm not shaming you because you feel low vibrational. I am telling you that in order to shift through this low vibrational energy and to get out of this mid feeling like you're on the verge, on the cusp of greatness, but you don't know how to move, you've got to deal with that which is painful. And I will not allow anybody to shame you simply because they think that you being frustrated and angry is a bad thing. No, it's not. If anything, it's a compass. If anything, it will help you release what is keeping you stagnant. Tap in. It's quite beautiful, I think. Some people might not see it that way though. And that's okay. It's not their journey to see it anyway. So if you've been feeling way down, you've been feeling stagnant, it's not because you're failing, it's because your system is overdue for a release. And quite frankly, perhaps you need a good cry. Tap in. Perhaps you need a good cry. Ain't nothing like an ugly cry. So, what are some things that can help you remove this stuck feeling so that you can get into your blessings? Because your blessings are stacked, but you got to make room for them. Because if you receive your blessings while you are in the midst of pulling out, extracting some heaviness, you're not going to know how to utilize that blessing. It is true. And I know every last one of you have gone through something like this. So let me take a look at what's going on here. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is so fast paced, but oftentimes we take it as like energy like that's coming at us. No, this is energy within you. You are already ready to release. And I'm getting this like the need for exercise, the need for somatic type of movement, right? So energy moves through motion. We know that. Energy moves through motion. And I feel like this Eight of Wands is saying, hey, whether you are shaking, you are stretching, you're dancing, you're doing yoga, you're boxing, whatever it is, the transmission of this energy, it must be, you got to get it out of you. And that's where the Eight of Wands comes in. The fact that the Eight of Wands came out after seeing the Seven of Pentacles, when you have to do self-study, the way to get your mind and your emotions moving and grease those wheels is for you to move. You've got to go outside for a walk. You've got to get on the treadmill. You've got to lift some weights. If you have a dog or whatever, you got to walk for a little bit longer, but you've got to get out there, stretch your body, move your neck. You've got to move. And it's also very interesting that the Eight of Wands came out, because when I just fucking need to take that deep breath, y'all. I just fucking need to take that deep breath. And look, the Two of Cups came out. The Two of Cups came out, and I feel like this is about emotions. This is about your emotions and your breath. The way I just felt like I needed to calm down after talking about the fast-paced Eight of Wands is wild. Your breath is the fastest way to regulate your nervous system. And that's why I took that deep breath that way. Wow. Tap into that. Spirit, tap into that. And breath is the center of how you can view everything differently in life. All the big stars, all the celebrities, all the gurus, all the coaches, every last one of them will tell you before you go down a path of destruction to take a deep breath. Why? Because it focuses the mind, the heart, the body at the same time. Breath work is scientific. Breath work is spiritual. Breath work is holy. Tap into that. And the Two of Cups is saying when you tap into your breathing, you tap into your intuition, you tap into your emotions. So how do you move from being stuck, from being mid and wanting to release before you rise and receive your blessings? The first way is to move your body. The second way is to breathe. I actually mentioned crying earlier, and I feel like we got to talk about you crying as well, because tears cleanse is a way for the soul to cleanse itself, and it's also very good and powerful for your skin. So let's tap in and see what the cards have to say about that. Look, the Hermit coming out again. Self-study is what I'm getting, but when you are alone, take advantage of that time. Oftentimes, if we're alone, we go through our phones, we watch TV, we try to find something to fill up the space with noise, right? With energy. And I'm telling you to sit with yourself and cry. I'm telling you to vent. Stop holding it in. Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is let yourself ugly cry. Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is scream into a pillow, cuss out loud, and tell somebody to screw off. Okay. And I love the Hermit coming out. Oh my gosh, big time energy, number 9. So all the way, we're still talking about a level of completion, the threshold, right? The threshold, and finding your way through darkness. The Hermit is such a powerful card. I love the Hermit. It's one of my favorites. And look, as the Hermit searches and as you go through, what do you find? Strength. And you know, the thing about strength, the story about the strength card is so wild and beautiful. And when I start opening up my tarot teaching course again, I will go into the depths of why the strength card is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. But there is this infinite understanding that your strength, it doesn't lie in the fact that you can tear shit up. Like, of course, we know that you can get wild if you need to get wild. The strength lies in the fact that you don't get wild, that you don't use your anger to punch down on people. You don't use your situation to make somebody else feel less. As a matter of fact, you take this pain, this torture, this feeling, this cusp of a threshold, and you use it to empower yourself more. You use it as an infinite resource of self-love, of understanding, and of compassion and grace. That's what you use this strength as. That's what's necessary. There's something else coming out with this strength card. Look, the Page of Pentacles. And once you realize that that's the move, there's the mindset shift takes place. So you take a moment to go inward. You also take a moment to recognize that your greatest strength lies in your experiences and you going through this journey. And when you come out on the other side, the blessings are going to start pouring in. And I want you to be clear. It's not that you're not blessed right now, because you are. Even if you don't feel like it, you got the right state of mind. You're able to recognize where you are, what you have to do, and the fact that you are even in a position of feeling like, I'm just mid right now. That's a blessing. There are a lot of people who don't recognize that they are mid or low and don't know what to do with that at all. And the fact that you are able to recognize that is a blessing in and of itself. Tap into that. And so I love this. And you know, the Page of Pentacles is very interesting because I wonder what she's looking at. I wonder what she's leaning into. And I am going to tap into, where's my deck? Here it is. No, that's not it. Here it is. I want to tap into another realm because this Page of Pentacles is sending me, and I can't quite call it. So let's see. Feels good over here. Look. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Cracked open. This Page of Pentacles is recognizing, girl, that you are truly the key to your next level. It's not what other people are saying, what other people are doing, what they have done. It is you. It is up to you to transform. It is up to you to go next level. And it literally says, surrender to the alchemy of life. Well, you create the alchemy. You are that key. You create that alchemy when you're in hermit mode. You create that alchemy when you decide to move forward out of tower. Don't never be scared of this tower moment. This tower is another one of my favorite cards because it say, bitch, it's enough. Everything's got to go. Everything's got to be rearranged, moved, destroyed, whatever it is. The tower moment is telling you, like, girl, back up. Well, you get smacked up. And I love that cracked open. You got to explore. I'm telling you, it's the inside. It is the inside. And the relief, hope, and mercy, knowing that it is almost over. It is almost over. After the rain, so the Page of Pentacles is leading you to the realization that you had to crack yourself open to get to the crux of what it is that made you feel mid, so that you can step into your next portal, your next transformation, your next level of living, and understanding that there is a silver lining, even in the depths of you wanting to just go crazy, even in the moments where you feel like there is nothing else. The Page of Pentacles is saying, hold up, I got something for you, boo. These are the blessings. Being able to look back on off of your struggles and be like, yo, I really went through something wild. And now that I'm through it, now that I've made it through, the next time something goes out of whack, I'm able to deal with it with a much mature mind. I'm able to deal with it with a more healed heart. Didn't say you were totally healed. Your journey is not mine to tell on. But I do understand that a healing heart takes time. And sometimes triggers come up that can tug on that scar, that can touch that scar just to remind you that you've been through some shit. Tap in, tap in. And I hope that it reminds you to hit the like button as well, y'all, because listen, we tapping into some real deep stuff here. We're truly saying that there is a collective energy that people are feeling stuck. They are feeling like, yes, I know I'm on the verge of something better, greater, more loving, something that's for me. But I also feel stuck right now because of what I'm harboring inside of me. And I'm here to guide you through the fact that no, you're not making this up. This is real. This is a real situation you're going through and real emotions. So let's tap into it and then release the transformation, death and rebirth and shedding, because it's all changing. Listen. Tap in. Y'all see me pull the cards in real time. I'm not making none of this stuff up. I'm just rolling with this conversation that feeling mid sucks. And we're going to move through it. This is not an overnight thing. This stuff takes time. This stuff takes time. So breathing, working out, crying, like all of this helps you to release it. But the most important thing that I want to tap into is the fact that what most people don't understand is that when you are in your growth phase, which that's what this is right now, friend, when you are in your growth phase, your system automatically tries to purge old energy. It's what happens. And a lot of times we are stuck and remain stuck simply because we want to stay in that old energy because everything else is unfamiliar. And I'm telling you, that's dangerous to your face. I'm telling you, that's dangerous. So right before your breakthrough, right before the breakthrough happens, you start to feel mid. Right before your breakthrough happens, you start to feel mid energy. You start to feel low vibrational energy. Why? Because old wounds resurface. You start to feel low vibrational right before your breakthrough. Why? Because unprocessed emotions start to rise up. That's what happens. So when you keep repeating the same patterns over and over again, it's because you're standing at that threshold between the old version of you and something that is way, way, way better on the other side. Someone who is enlightened and someone who is just unselfishly in love with themselves and doing the right things for them. Unapologetically. This is your time to shine as a powerhouse in your own journey, in your healing story. That's what this is. Own your magic. Step into your power. Live unapologetically. That's high vibrational. And so every time you're about to step into that portal, here come the emotions or the situations that you thought you had already dealt with. Nah, you suppressed them. That's what you did. You did not get rid of them. You did not deal with them. You suppressed them. And that is the problem. And the more you do it, the more you have uncontrollable Oh, almost monstrous setbacks. This is where you start to feel like, or excuse me, this is where you start recognizing if this is your mindset, or are you under spiritual attack, or is this a generational curse? Whatever it is, you get to move through it and you get to hold your own power. Generational curse is in with you. Spiritual warfare has nothing on you. So somebody tried to come in and what? Interfere? You know how to handle stuff like that. I'm telling you, you do. You've been through it. You know how to handle your business. The Knight of Swords came in and told you that you are divinely anointed and led. I mean, the Knight of Swords told you with divine wisdom, like, girl, you got this. You got this. So to see the rhythm of your vibration come through, once you say, I am done with these old patterns coming up and slapping me in the face. All matter is made from energy. All has a flow or pattern of movement. What is your movement? Tap in. Tap in. What are you moving with? What are you moving towards? Or are you just comfortable being there in the old version of yourself? Because if you're cool, listen, if you're cool with staying in the old version of you that has these unprocessed emotions and you start spazzing out for no reason, that you want to talk about your trauma, that you want to talk about why people should give you grace, then you should stay there in that cycle and leave the people who do want to move alone. I'm telling that to your face. If you don't want to believe that you have your power to, that you have the power to work through something that is not fun, the power to work through something that is hard. If you don't believe that, then you leave the ones, the anointed ones that's doing the work alone. If you don't believe that spiritual warfare exists and you think you want to come over here and laugh at people or talk about people are crazy or they don't know what they're talking about, or it don't matter, then you stay over there in your old version of yourself. But for the ones that's ready to transition, the ones that's ready to make power moves, the ones that's ready to be seen in the light that they deserve to be seen in, the ones that's ready to understand that they can craft their own spiritual department of defense, they can enact their own spiritual legislation, they can provide next level spiritual intelligence or receive next level spiritual intelligence through their rituals, through their prayers, through their conversations, then that's where we try to be. That's where we are. If that's not you and you want to stay in the low vibration, then that's where you stay, boo-boo. I'm not going to be mad at you. But when you look up and all the anointed ones have decided to move on and they light years ahead of you, then I don't want you to be surprised. You get to start your journey whenever you feel comfortable. But don't be hating on those that decided to start their journey because they said, I am done being a sucker to my own emotions. What somebody did to me will not control my future. How somebody scarred me will not be the S that I wear on my chest. Tap in. And that's where I'm tapping into. I want to tap into those that are ready to go next level. I'm tapping into those who are ready to be seen and validated and loved on in a space that curates those types of energies for them. So if you're ready for the old foundation to be cleared out and you're ready for powerful spiritual conversations like this, regardless of what I pull, I can just talk to you like this if you like. If you're ready for that, you got to subscribe to me, boo. If you're ready for that, you got to get on my email list because I'm constantly feeding strategy in my email. As a matter of fact, coming up on the 3rd, I'm going to be dropping a 3-3 strategy called the glass strategy. Y'all not even ready for that? This is what I'm talking about. You get to control how you move through this life, not them, not him. Not some relationship because you thought the person that you was in love with was one person and they turned out to be somebody whack. They don't get to control your life. You do. You do. That's why you are chosen. That's why you are anointed. That's why vibration and rhythm came out together. Tap in. Woo. Look, beach came out and hermit came out again. Beach and hermit. So I'm already seeing that your environment is changing. Your environment is changing. So this mid-level energy, listen, people want to hear that they're about to receive money. People want to hear they're about to receive all types of gifts and cars. And that's great. If I wanted to, I could come on here and say, girl, you're about to get paid. That's beautiful. And money is great. I will never tell you to not go for the bag, girl. Tap into the bag, okay? But there's a bigger bag that I'm ushering in. And that bigger bag is straight up spiritual fire. The bag of knowing thyself. To thy own self be true. That's the bag I'm tapping into. Being able to control your spiritual destiny. To be a co-creator with God. That's the bag I'm stepping into. And I'm seeing right now the clarity. Ooh-wee. The clarity is going to lead you to be, what's the word, y'all? Inaccessible. When you're inaccessible to people. See, I just went through who we leaving over there, right? Those are going to be people who are inaccessible to you. You do not have to wait for somebody else to get on their shit to start their journey for you to start their journey. God don't even work like that. Girl, when God moves through you to start your healing journey, for you to come out of low vibrational and mid vibrational and step through that threshold, step through your portal, God don't care who ain't ready for their spiritual journey. It's about you. It's about you. And it is something incredibly powerful when you get to say, God is working through me. God is working on me and God is working through me. So that you can contribute to what it is that God has planned for you and to contribute to the collective consciousness. Tap in. Oh, no, you don't get to do this by yourself. You don't get to do this for yourself. There is a bigger purpose, and God will never tell you to just have these gifts and don't do nothing with them. Your gifts will be explored and explained and given to the world when God tells you it is right to do so. My job is to hold a space for you as you conduct your spiritual energetic practices of being seen. A lot of y'all are in the spotlight. A lot of y'all are entrepreneurs, high-level CEOs. I know because I look at my analytics. A lot of y'all want power plays. A lot of y'all want to be spiritually validated. But when you go home and you talk to your friend, your homegirl on the phone, your homegirl can't relate. When you look at the people you call in your phone, are they the same people from 10 years ago that want to be over there because they don't care about their healing journey? They don't care about fixing anything. They just want to exist. And now look at you. You beyond existing. You are living a life that God wants you to live. It is your purpose. And because you are walking in the right divine path, the blessings come. How many of y'all have gone so high level in your careers, in your finances, in your spiritual movements, in your circles, that the people that you used to rock with low-key shame you? Excuse me, low-key shame you. How many of y'all have been through that? How many of y'all are watching and haven't even hit the like button? Because when I tell you, look, and the Leo energy came out with the strength, y'all, I almost forgot I had the cards in front of me. I am so serious about you having the transformational setting and experience that feels enlightening and comfortable for you. Comfortable in a way where, like, you know you're stepping into something major. Transformation is never comfortable, friend. Tap in. Here we go. Tap in. This is about you. And I'm so here for it. Oh my gosh. And Leo coming up, that just means that you are becoming more expressive, creative, exploratory. Explorative is the word I'm looking for. Oh my gosh. Tap in. Let me just get one more in before I get up out of here. My husband is about to come home. Going to make him some brunch today. So I got to run to the store real quick. And I'm so excited to do that. Look, Page of... Y'all, am I playing with y'all? Page of Pentacles coming out. Discipline. And what came out next to the Page of Pentacles, y'all? The Moon and the Seven of Pentacles, right? That's what came out next to the Page of Pentacles. And so now we're saying you got to be disciplined. You got to be focused. You got to understand this is you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Oh my gosh, I'm so here for this, friend. I came in this not even knowing. I just knew that there was a collective energy of people feeling like they're not enough. They feel like they're not able to cross through this portal, and that there is a conversation of mid energy. And I was just like, why? Like, what is going on? Why are we feeling this way? And we're feeling this way because society has made it so shameful for you to say, I am angry. And you know what's even crazier? A lot of y'all actually on the outside look perfectly fine. Oh, y'all, I can't stand it. When you look perfectly fine on the outside, it gives people the comfortable permission to tell you that you shouldn't have anything wrong with you. Tap into that. Can we tap into that? When you look perfectly fine on the outside, people get so comfortable in telling you that you don't have a right to feel sad. Look, Six of Pentacles, you don't have a right to feel sad. You should show gratitude for everything that you have, like you don't already do that. Like you should not, if you look fine on the outside, if you have the car, the house, the apartment, you travel, your looks is always together, you have a beautiful family, whatever it is, the society will tell you you don't have a right to have any issues. Society will tell you, well, at least you have. How many of you are at least you have people? Oh, at least you have a car. At least you have a family. At least you have a job. Meanwhile, you are having a part of your transformation, this part where you're coming through this threshold. This is one of the most emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually tumultuous times of your life. But you don't get to feel that way because you got it together, right? Because you're the CEO of a company, right? Because you are in the boardroom, right? You don't get to have those emotions. And I don't like that. Because it essentially makes you seen and unseen at the same time. Tap in. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm just saying. I see you. I see you. All right. Whew. Here we go. Let's take a deep breath in, friend. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's just pull a card and see how we're going to close this. God, thank you so much for that message. God, thank you so much for this message, because you always make me start out a little bit rocky and I never know what the divine download is going to be. And you took a conversation that's happening, God, in the interwebs and allowed me to come across video after video of people saying that they feel stuck, and me wanting to take that and say something to the people, say something to anyone that finds this video, that yes, you can feel like you are low vibrational, or that you're participating in low vibrational emotions, which amounts to anger and frustration and grief. But I'm telling you that low vibrational is not a bad thing when you're learning to navigate through them in a positive, for a positive outcome. Tap in, tap in. And God, I just thank you so much for allowing me to have the vocabulary to speak on it, to having the voice to speak on it, to having the platform to speak on it, because a lot of people out here, God, truly feel like they can't. A lot of people got out here feel like they won't ever. A lot of people feel like because they do have everything that they worked hard for, that they don't get to feel a certain way, that they don't get to struggle. And I'm here to say, like, you don't have to tell people that you're struggling. You can come into my world and I will love up on you. I will show you the spiritual intelligence. I will help guide you in a way that is your journey. And I'm just here to cheer you on. And God, I thank you so much for putting me in that position. I would just like to know what cards are going to come out. Look, prosperity. Change me into one who knows you alone are the source of all prosperity. It's what I've been talking about. Blessings, tap in. Let me live in gratitude, trusting every need is handled, that alone is true wealth. And that's what I'm talking about. When I say I want you to get to the bag, of course I want you to get to the money. Of course I do. Get all the money. But the spiritual bag, the bag of peace, right? Peace of mind, the bag of being seen and validated, of allowing yourself to heal bit by bit as you become whole, the bag of being able to look at the innocent, uneducated, unproductive version of yourself that was victimized. You would say, it's okay. I got you. Love up on you. God, that's who I want to speak to. I want to speak to those who's making power moves and healing their inner child, God. I want to speak to those who really want to feel validated and need to be validated. And because they are high level, because the world sees them as one way, they don't get to be another. I want to tap into those people, God. And that prosperity level is next level. And so the next card is show me how to love and fully care for this body. Oh my gosh, y'all. It might not look like it, but if it's 6 pounds down, I'm getting there because I will not be 50 years old. Okay, I'm not 50, I'm not near 50. I will not be 50 years old struggling. Nope. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is and then also improving upon it. Tap in. Listen. It's okay. It's okay. That's it. I'm not going to give you nothing else. It's okay. And I'm here for you. And it's okay to be angry and frustrated, but it's not okay to allow yourself to stay there. You're worth so much more than staying in some emotions. You're so much more than that. You get to move through it and be in the journey. So tap in, friend. My name is Cass. I'm an intuitive and transformative speaker, and I use tarot to anchor my channel messages. And my goal is to activate the powerhouse of spirituality inside of you. So if you're ready for that, you belong in my world. And until then, I will see you next time. The divine light in me honors and recognizes the divine light in you. Namaste. Peace.